Hello and welcome to Psychologies. I'm Michelle Tranter, barefoot coach and creator of the How to Be Happy Working From Home coaching program. In this short coaching video, you will learn how to create a happy and productive workspace. This is week 2 of the 4-week program. You can access the other videos to start the course from the beginning, or you can subscribe to Psychologies magazine to access the full course, including weekly journal workbooks for more in-depth coaching. Subscribe via the link in this video's caption, or if you're already a subscriber, head to the Life Leap Club page on the Psychologies website, and there you can register or sign in. So, as I say, this is week 2, and we're looking at creating your happy and productive workspace. We absorb our environment consciously and subconsciously. It either nourishes us and we feel in harmony with our space, or it causes unhelpful stress. To be able to bring your best self to your working day, you need to create an environment that is convenient, i.e., everything you need is available and in easy reach, and where you can feel productive, creative, and happy. Talking with my clients, some of the common challenges are where you work. Many of us don't have the luxury of a spare room they can turn into an office, so you might find yourself working from the sofa or at the kitchen table. You might find that you have more or less distractions when working from home than you have had before. Perhaps things like the unfinished household chores or a program that you want to watch. And then the third most common challenge is, or are rather, those people, the space sharers that inhabit the same space as you. So this could be family and or pets. People, pets asking for attention or needing to use the space that you're in. It has to be said that small changes can have a powerful and positive impact. So this is not necessarily about you going out and building a whole new office building in the garden for thousands of pounds, although some people have done that. But this is really about what small changes can you make to the environment that you currently have to help it feel more productive, creative, and happy. So, first question then is, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is awful and 10 is perfect, how would you rate your current workspace? Question 2, whatever score you've given, let's say you said 6, what would increase your score and move you 1 step closer to 7? Or one step closer to 10, and in this case from 6 to 7. So that could just be a feeling of more openness, or being able to ask people to not disturb me for a period of time. Okay, let's move on to question 3. So what changes can you make to where you work so that it feels like a positive place to work? Now, for most of us, the sort of base, what we call hygiene factors, need to be in place. So that's things like the noise levels being appropriate for us as far as working is concerned, the temperature in the room feeling comfortable, the lighting, how is that? Is that enough to be able to support you and your eyesight as much as anything else, and the machinery or the equipment, or the being able to see the paperwork, etc., that you're working on. And then once we've got those hygiene factors in place, it's then about, well, what can you do to create your own environment? So when you have worked previously, maybe in an office or in a building, you might have been quite restricted about what you could have on your desk and what you could be surrounded by. Now you're at home, this is your space, and you can create that environment to suit you. So it could be plants, it could be ornaments, it could be pictures, it could be having the window open and nobody else moaning that the window's open, which often happens at work, doesn't it? Just how would you like to create your cocoon, your environment that makes you feel positive as you step into that environment to work? It could be things like your table and chair. Now, if you're sat at the kitchen table, for example, is the chair that you're using supporting you? Is the height at the right level to support you? If you don't have a separate room, some of my clients have been quite creative, either with incorporating a bookshelf as a divider between their workspace and the home space, or maybe purchasing one of these folding screens, again, so that you can cocoon yourself off for work, but then obviously fold it away at the end of the day, and the workspace becomes the home space again. And I think the other thing is, when we're trying to make a positive place to work, is to think about where we put the actual work that we have. Most of it these days is stored electronically, but there are always bits and pieces, aren't there? So what could you keep those in so that you could put them away and clear them out of sight at the end of the day? Question 4 then, how do you find yourself getting distracted? And what tips would you give yourself to regain your focus? Again, this might be about your environment. So, for example, if you're in the kitchen and there's a pile of dishes on the side, you might feel that you're getting distracted by those. Or you might have put the washing in and your mind's halfway on, oh, what time was that going to finish? I need to get the washing out. It could be that you're distracted by chatter in the background. So think about what it is that you find yourself getting distracted by, and then what could you do to regain focus when you find that happens. Some examples could be using a timer on your phone or an egg timer and work in chunks of 45 minutes or an hour. And after that time, you know that you can go and do whatever it is that you are being distracted by. So, for example, putting the washing out. Another important thing, I think, is to turn off social media. It's very easy to be distracted by the chat that's going on when you should be really concentrating on a piece of work. So again, make time for social media, absolutely, if that's important to you, but don't let it eat in and distract you from the day ahead. Question 5 then, this isn't for everybody, but for a lot of us, if family members create challenges for you, what can you say or do to bring this to their attention and find ways so that everyone feels happy and supported? So this might be children asking for your attention. It might be they've come home from school and they want something to eat. It could be your partner also needs the Wi-Fi and that's creating issues for you as far as your bandwidth is concerned. So think about, when it comes to the people you are surrounded by at home, what challenges do they bring to the fore? Once you've identified those, you can start to have conversations with them about how you can change things, not only to support you, but also so that they know where they stand and how you will be supporting them. The final question in this video is around pets, which again may or may not apply to you, but I certainly know that I have 2 cats, one of whom is very vocal and very often around 3 o'clock is jumping on the desk wanting attention because she wants her something to eat. And that can be quite a nuisance actually, because she's all over the keyboard, and I know she deleted some emails for me the week before last, which meant that I then had to think about, oh, where did they go? I found them in my deleted folder and was able to reclaim them. But it's just about how can we take care of their needs whilst protecting our own ability to concentrate and get things done. Now, I know, as I say, my cat's got quite a routine, so it's about 3 o'clock that she'll ask for that. So I can be proactive and make sure that I don't have any meetings around that time, and be able to see to her, or if necessary, and I am fortunate, I can close the door and she can't get in. I still hear her, but she can't get in. Okay, so I hope those ideas and those questions have given you some ideas about what you can do to create your happy and productive workspace. These might be things that you identified as part of moving one step closer to 10. They may be more specific, or they may be referring back to your thoughts from video 1. If you're still facing some challenges creating a happy workspace, then please feel free to email me your question and I'll gladly help. You can reach me at michelle@achievemorelivemore.com. In the next session, we're going to be looking at how to tune your mindset so that you can achieve your full potential whilst working from home. So I look forward to seeing you then.